Well, I'm as surprised as you are because career achievement has the designation of an elder statesman. I just popped out the womb. I'm ready to roll. I'm just getting started because what I do requires energy from within. I love what I do. I'm an addict. I chase championships, and there's no fulfillment in it unless we win. And I'm convinced that we're headed in the right direction to get what I need. I'm one chip away from being in a region that never gets cold, and the wind always blows, and there's plenty of ocean. But I cannot depart until I see that Lombardi Trophy hosted, okay? And I'm committed to it because, again, as an addict, I cannot get any relief unless we win. And it's winning games, but it's winning championships. It's developing the culture that they so readily discuss, and they're right. But it's getting enough people to buy in. Because the one thing that I have that's more priceless than money is experiences on demand. I can blow my own mind just thinking about Mark Moseley coming on against the New York Giants and kicking a field goal and it starts to snow, and we win. I can hear Joe Theismann get in that huddle and call 70 chip and look around that huddle and see all these familiar faces and then watch John Riggins run down that left sidelines at my Rose Bowl. And we win. Mark Moseley is a hero, he's a champion. Brian Mitchell, you know how powerful this place is? He got Doug Williams, Darryl Green, and Brian Mitchell in the same building. You know I'm coming. This group, this organization that I've been blessed to spend a decade with, it starts at the lowest levels. I learned how to win at 11. Jim Womack, who was at Super Bowl 17, Little League coach. I was undefeated at 25. I can't help it. They turned me into this monster because they showed me that every time we won, we got to go to McDonald's. Jim Womack, he peddled me. And I started thinking, what? We win, we go to Golden Arches? My mom, we military, Marines, lived on base. They ain't having that. I said, all I got to do is not misbehave, do my job, and we win, and I go to the Golden Arches. 18-2. I was undefeated at 25. It's not my fault. Joe McCulley was the head coach. He told us when he drafted us, he said, we're going undefeated. Now, I know you great coaches in here, you're told, don't tell them that. We give our best effort every week. Herman McCulley told a bunch of 13-year-olds, I picked you because you're the best and I'm the best, and we're going to never lose a game. We were 25-0. It's his fault. I didn't do this to me. They did it to me. And so you start chasing this. And then I'm at the University of California, Los Angeles, and we had to go take the big dog down, smother him to death in order to win our place. And that is at the top of the Pac-8. And then that group out of Ohio, the Buckeyes, they had the audacity to come into our home, the Rose Bowl, undefeated. They left 23-10, losers. And another championship comes up. I didn't do this. They did this to me. And so this addiction starts to grow and grow. And you come here in Washington, which this fan base, nothing against Buffalo, Green Bay, you're nice. But the group that I represented and worked for, you don't know their greatness until you play in the Seattle Seahawks. And you come in at 4:30 a.m. in the morning And you come into Dulles Airport, and guess who's there in a caravan all the way back to the facility? You lunatics are there. You did this to us. You were there playing the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. It's pregame. You guys are sick. We're at the pregame, and you start chanting. The place starts rumbling. The stands, it seemed like it was going to come disconnected from the building. Riggins comes out, the horn, diesel horn goes off. It's pregame warm-up. And you lunatics had that place going nuts. How could we lose? Impossible. We ran one play, 50 gut, 7 straight times. To hell with game planning. Sometimes you got to just take this thing over and say, we are going to beat your behind at the line of scrimmage. And there is nothing you can do about it. So, all I'm saying to my dear friends here, I'm excited. You made some maneuvers, you made some changes. I feel you. I saw the biggest human I've ever seen in my life in high school today. I told that young man, I told my wife, I said, Carol, do you know if Joe Bugle saw that young man? Joe Bugle would have, this man, he would have not left here tonight. Joe would have kidnapped him. Because we don't complicate things. We just want to be the biggest, baddest SOBs on the planet and knock you off the ball, okay? This organization is so good. Patriot Point, I was telling Carol, I go, I don't really have time and feel like vacationing because I think it takes me off course. Because I can't back down. I have this relentless pursuit of chasing this championship. But I'm going to make an exception. I got to go to Patriot Point. I've got to see what's going on, the miraculous job that's being done. You people here are your family. We shared so many moments. High school coaches, you know, that's my favorite area of coaching. I was blessed. Tom Verbanek, Coach Howard, they allowed me to volunteer for 7 years. It's the best thing I've done in this town is volunteer at high school, 2 high schools. Grassroots football with Brother Anderson. It's working with these young people and giving them what was given to me. We didn't have a car. Coach Womack picked me up every day and took me to practice. I didn't live in his neighborhood. He came to mine. It matters. What I love about the Touchdown Club is that you've never, ever not treated every area the same. The high school coaches get the same accolades as the collegiate coaches, and the collegiate coaches as the pro coaches. So that we're on a united front. I'm honored to be here. I promised Coach Friedgen that I would allow him to have the record of the longest speech we've had here, because I love Ralph. I love him to death. But there's nothing I'd rather do than be in front of you great fans. And to the Commanders, I can't wait. I can't wait. I understand I have to be patient, but I have a problem. I'm an addict, okay? And so I will be your biggest supporter, and I'll be pulling for you the whole way because I have to have it. You may just want to win. I have to win. I have to win. And I promise this guy, he knows. He knows what I'm talking about. This is important to all of us. This fan base here is semi-fractured. We're going to bring it back as one. We're going to unify our forces because we need everybody on the same page to do what needs to be done. We're not going into that new place shorthanded. We're going into that place sold out, lines all the way around blocks. It's going to be the hardest ticket to get in the DMV. You do what you do. I got my end covered. I know I'm not alone, am I? No. I couldn't hear that. I'm not alone, am I? No. So let's do this. Let's return to glory. And let's get that Lombardi trophy because we deserve it. God bless you. Thank you, Carol.